amazing, brilliant, delicious, fantastic coach. I am Ben Dooley, as the thing said, and I am here to help you be the coach you are here to be. And I really, truly, all these videos are just short little bits to pass along knowledge, wisdom, insight, tips, tricks, everything that I can come across to pass along to you to help you grow. So today, and a lot of this really comes from work that I'm doing with coaches, with clients, with people, things that are like, oh, yes, this is important. Other coaches need to know. You need to know. Speaking of know, that's really what we're talking about today. How many people out there, how comfortable are you with the word no? Yeah. I mean, that is something that I know it challenged me for many years, that fear of no. And I can't reach out and make a phone call. I can't send an email. I can't connect, and I can't ask for the business, and I can't ask for money because what if they say no? And this is a real fear and concern. And I know there's lots of tricks and lots of fixes, and oh, well, just say this and just pretend that and all these things. And I'm here to help you get through that. There's some really, really powerful things about no, and we all have different associations. Now, if you're absolutely great with no, great. Listen, see if this still helps you. I bet it might. And if you're really uncomfortable with no, here is what's for you, okay? No. First, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take out a piece of paper, all right? And I want you to draw. I walked a client through this, and so I'm going to walk you through this. It's a really simple exercise. By the way, if you're really awesome with no's, you probably have clients who are freaking out with no's. And I'm here to tell you, as a coach, we're not here to change their no's. We're not here to fix their freakouts on no's. Okay? I know you want to do that, but we're not here to do that. Here's how you can help. There's many ways to approach no's. I'll probably pull them in later videos. Here's one. Okay, so piece of paper. I want you to draw 3 lines down. So you're breaking it up into 4 sections. Pretty simple. Okay, you can do it horizontal, vertical, doesn't matter. On the one side, column number 1, this is where you're going to write down all the things that no means. Oh my goodness, this is when I hear no, this is how you, it's like they say no, and then it comes through the air, and it morphs and translates and comes into my brain, and it becomes something else. You're a loser. You're wrong. You're bad. How dare you ask me that? Whatever it is, we hear it, and we in a certain way. I mean, let's look at that. That's really important because that's what you're hearing. It's real, and I'm not here to tell you, oh, just get rid of that and pretend it doesn't exist, because it does. So let's really get in there and look at it. Now, for me, I hate upsetting people. I hate imposing. I hate being the thing that's going to make them upset. It's always been my programming. I don't want to be the thing. I don't like people upset, and I don't like people hurt, and I don't like people sad, and I don't like people like uncomfortable. And I really don't like being the resource and the reason people are uncomfortable. And so I hear that no as, you've made me uncomfortable. Oh, wow. Okay. So whatever your version is, whatever you're hearing and whatever you make up about that no, and I'm not here to dissuade you, I'm here to actually just point out, let's notice it. What does that no mean for you? That's all in column 1. Now, you don't have time to write this all down. You can always finish it out later, because otherwise this would be a longer video, and I want to keep it tight and short. Okay, so column 1, what does the no mean? This is the thing that's triggering the fear, right? No, Don't do that, coach. Don't do that thing that's going to mean you're a loser. You're disappointing. You're making them upset and angry. You're inconveniencing them. You don't want to be that, so don't do this. And that's the fear that's triggering up to back you away from this experience. Because who would want that experience? You don't go just jumping into, hey, I'm going to be an inconvenience. I'm going to upset people. I'm going to really get in their way and make them miserable. Ha 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 ha. No. Your training and your design is to avoid that. Yeah. Now, notice if you're uncomfortable, this is so often, when you're uncomfortable saying or hearing no, you're also uncomfortable saying no. And it's this very similar corollary, right? Right? Like, well, I'm afraid to say no because I don't want to upset them. I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want them to feel bad about me. So notice all of these no's are really this relationship with no, and this avoidance of no is to protect you from being bad, uncomfortable, mean, wrong, whatever it is. And you don't want to do that for other people, whatever your version is. So write this all down. What is uncomfortable, scary, bad, horrible about no? Write that down. This is all in the first column. What? Yes. Write it down. Okay. We're going to go to the next column. We now want to look at when you say no, you do say no to things. When people ask you for stuff, when things show up, when things happen, you do say no. You may be uncomfortable with it, but notice what you say no to, or the things that you want to say no to. And what does the meaning when you want to say no? What is the meaning behind that? Now, I'm going to throw in a couple of suggestions. You find your own, but a lot of it is often, I'm actually not interested in this. I don't want to spend my time with this thing. I'm feeling overwhelmed and there's too much going on, and this is actually adding to that. This is actually in a direction I don't need to go. And we're talking like simple no's, like, hey, would you like to have pizza for dinner tonight? No, it's really heavy carbs and greasy and cheese, and I'm not feeling like that's really where I want to eat my food right now. Hey, did you want to go and see this movie? No, I really don't like those kinds of movies. I mean, light, simple no's, those count. A no is a no. So look at those no's. What is the no? Yeah, there's the no. Yeah, so notice. You say no to little things. And what's the meaning and what's the reasoning behind that? What's the unspoken phrase that the no is holding and carrying? And write those down. Write those interpretations and meanings and reasons for no. Okay? Now, take a look at why other people might be saying no. That's not about you. See, the first column, this is all about you. The no means you're this and you're that and you did this, and it's all about you. So let's now imagine for a moment that the no is not about you. It's actually about the other person. This is the no that they're saying, right? Because the no that you're saying is not about them. You're not saying, you're an idiot, loser, moron, you're making me miserable, you're wasting my time. You're saying no to, I don't want to do this. This isn't right for me. I'm not comfortable here. This is not what I want. That's about you. When you say no, it's about you. When they say no, it's not about you. It's about them. So now let's look at, well, what is it? What are some of the reasonings and the meanings about them that they're saying no? Again, I'll give you a couple suggestions, but you can find your own. This isn't the right time. I don't have the money. I'm actually not interested in this. I'm not seeing the value in what's going on. Notice, I'm going to say no because I'm not seeing the value. It's not saying I'm going to say no because what you have is not valuable. I'm saying no because I don't see the value. Make it about them. Why are they saying no? What are they saying no really about? I'm scared. I'm uncomfortable. I really want to just keep things safe. And notice when it's about them, dear coach, what gets evoked in you when you hear, when you see, when you witness, when you see a coach who's caught up in their no's. They're scared. They're shut down. They're uncomfortable. They may be taking a clear stand. Strong no. You know what? This is not right for me. I am actually going to choose something else. It's more important. This is low on my list. If we make it about them, notice what happens to you, the coach. How do you respond when the no is about them? So make this in this column, because there's many different ways to read a no, right? So in this column number 3, this is where you're writing down what is the no mean if it's about them. It's not about you, it's about them. And write those down. And in the last column, see, in the first column, we looked at all the bad no's. It's bad. But now we look to the good no's. There's actually opportunity here in the no. There's something here. The no is actually telling you really important information. What is that? So I'll give you an example. When I'm working with a client who's interested in working with me, if they're not interested, that's different. But if they're interested, but they're not sure, but I don't know, well, let's get an idea. What part of you is saying yes? Let's look at that. What part of you is saying no? And then let's use that no for a place for more information. That's it. And if the no is a no, then okay. But let's get clear, which no's are we talking about? Is this a no that you are absolutely slamming right against me and this is an attack on me? Which is highly, 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 highly unlikely. We just make that up, right? We just make an assumption. But let's find out, is this really an attack on me? Probably not. Is this really about them? Probably. Is this really about something important? Yeah. And then we can open up in that last column, what's in here? What's the gift that's in the no? What's the value of this no? What pulls you in to this no? Oh, no's can be juicy and exciting. Now, don't take my word for this. Please, just try this. Try it for yourself. Before you start trying it with clients or with prospects or with anything, just try it for yourself. Walk through these things and then practice with a simple, easy no. Have someone that you know, a family member, a friend, somebody, ask you something simple. And then allow yourself to look at, what is this no that you want to say? Is it a bad no or is it a good no? Is it a back off, freak out, scared, protecting no? Is it an empowered no? And those empowered no's are gorgeous, full of incredible information. Okay, that wraps this up. Hope this is helpful. I know it's incredibly helpful to me and to tons of other coaches, so I want this to be helpful for you. If it is, great. If it's not, no. Well, then great. Toss me a quick email. Go to my website, bedo.org. Toss me a quick email. You'll see it right there. And let me know what the no is. I'd love to hear what your no is. No, this wasn't helpful. Here's why. Bring it in. All right. Thank you so much for sticking around. Come back for more. Go to the website, bedo.org. That's bedo.org. You'll see it right there. And until next time, happy coaching.